Hi, I'm AJ, and Jeremy's at a concert. Except, he is actually the one playing at the concert and getting paid, so he's got an excuse to be out of the show today. Anyway, first story of the day is a throwback to the Pakistani girl who was, the protester who got shot. As we covered, she is doing better. She has had the bullet removed. And, in fact, arrests have now been made. 3 men between 17 and 22 years old have been detained by the Pakistani police. And the investigation is still ongoing. Now, they are saying the mastermind behind all this is still at large, but the fact that arrests are being made is actually kind of surprising to me. I didn't expect things to proceed this quickly in this whole case. So, Pakistani might be better than we thought it was. Next, we've got to cover the VP debate. Well, because I talked about it yesterday, so kind of got to do it. That, and it was actually rather interesting seeing him go back and forth, and Biden looking like a crotchety old man, and Ryan throwing right back at him as the young'un that he is. Anyway, overall, the winner of the debate was not as clear as the presidential debates were. So people are really going back and forth. However, according to CNN poll, about 48% of people who did watch said Ryan won. Overall, I think this is a good thing for the Romney-Ryan ticket. People are still pushing for Obama and Biden simply because, they like them. But at this point, when news is coming out that Biden completely lied about voting against the wars when he actually voted for them, when Ryan just had a couple small mistakes, I think we know who the more honest group is. And if you know me, you know what's coming next. Space, because I don't want to keep on the politics. Back up to the Curiosity rover, in fact, on Mars, where a really weird rock has been found. They've been going along and studying a lot of the rocks. They zapped one rock to study what was in it. They completely annihilated it just to see what it was made of. Jeez. Love being scientists. Anyway, so they found this rock that is actually rather Earth-like in its composition. Everything else they found has a lot of iron. That's actually what creates the red dust and stuff on Mars. But this one, it looks like it came out of an Earth volcano. So who knows exactly what happened here. Maybe like a long time ago, this is just my personal theory, something hit Earth, launched rocks into space, and eventually hit Mars. I don't know. Why would it still be on the surface of Mars, though? I don't know. Anyway, they're definitely still investigating this, and we'll keep you updated as much as we can. Speaking of long ago Earth history, Julius Caesar. Now, if you paid at all attention to English and history class, you know that the great ruler of Rome, was stabbed in the back by the Senate and possibly even his best friend Brutus. And that part of history has been well documented. We see that again and again. But the one thing we never really had was the exact spot where he was stabbed. Sure, there were descriptions, but we never had it. So that actually brought into question, did it really happen, or is it just a really big story back in the day? Well, it's been found. And not only that, they found the perfect exact description, but they found a memorial that Brutus put up to his good friend Julius Caesar right in the spot he was stabbed. So, basically a big sign, it was here. Awesome. I love when history's mysteries are solved. Of course, there are some mysteries that just might be a little too dangerous for you to get close to. Unfortunately, some people don't realize this. Recently, a BBC film crew, who actually has recently gotten well known for doing a rather controversial documentary on a bombing that happened over in London, 7/7. Kind of like our 9/11. Anyway, they decided it would be a good idea to take some people and take their film crew and go into Area 51. Now, even if there isn't anything really major in Area 51, there are signs that say, if you cross this point, you will be shot. There are other signs that say, you cross this point, you will be fined and jailed for 90 days. They took pictures of these signs. They went out there and they decided to start dancing around. They saw the guardhouse and, they were inside watching basketball. They're figuring, okay, yeah. And nothing happened until one of them decided to knock on the guardhouse. That's when the proverbial crap hit the fan. They were immediately surrounded. Turns out they'd been watched this entire time. Just the guards were watching the basketball game. Didn't think too much of it until they, disturbed somebody. They had an Apache helicopter 2 miles out keeping an eye on them. Washington had to call London to make sure this is, all going to be okay and this is not a breach of, our ties as countries. They were not jailed in the end. Somebody in Washington pulled for them. But yeah, just stupid. Why would you think this is a good idea? And for our last story of the day, something interesting has actually come out of North Korea. Strange. This time not a missile or anything. In fact, it pictures of a celebration that is absolutely huge in scale, but has never really been seen by the outside world until now. A photographer kind of talked his way into the mass games, which involves huge numbers of synchronized gymnasts, just a massive number of flip card people for changing the background because, they don't have a TV or anything, but it is huge. I don't know what the copyright laws are, or at least the copyrights are on these pictures, so just follow the link down below. It is amazing. At the same time, really sad because you have to wonder exactly how many people actually want to be there and are actually happy being there. So, mixed feelings? Anyway, thank you so much for joining us on Extraordinary Times. Like if you liked it over there, favorite over there, subscribe up there. Jeremy will be back on Monday, guaranteed. And always, be aware.